Leviticus 19, verses 33 through 34, Moses writes, "Do not take advantage of foreigners who live among you in your land. Treat them like native born Israelites and love them as you love yourself. Remember that you were once foreigners living in the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God." These are things Jesus told Moses. Jesus also says in Matthew 5, verse 44 through 45, "But I say to you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, so that you may be sons of your Father." Jesus is talking about those who God received by his unmerited grace through his son Jesus. Must reflect their Father's kindness to the undeserving and unthankful. Jesus continues in verse 45. He says, "For he makes his sun rise on the evil and on the good, and sends rain on the just and the unjust." The root meaning of the word providence is to see in advance, beforehand, or provide for. As such, the word fails to convey the deep meaning of the doctrine of providence. The doctrine signifies for more than God being a spectator of human events. It contains for more than his foreknowledge. The Westminster Divines in the 17th century defined providence as God, the great creator of all things, doth uphold, direct, dispose, and govern all creatures, actions, and things from greatest to least by his most wise and holy providence, according to his infallible and mutable counsel of his own will, to the praise of the glory of his name, and his wisdom, power, justice, goodness, and mercy. This is quoted from the Westminster Confession of Faith 5:1. What we can take from this is that Jesus creates, he also sustains the universe. Is not only dependent upon Jesus for the origins, it depends on Jesus for it to continue to exist. The universe can't operate by its own power. Jesus upholds all things by his power. It is in him that we live and move and have our being. God bless you. Put your faith in Jesus. God's sake. The essential point of the doctrine of providence is to show Jesus' government of the universe. He rules in sovereignty and authority. He governs everything that comes to pass, from the greatest to the least. Nothing ever happens beyond the scope of his sovereign providential government. He makes the rain to fall and the sun to shine. He raises up kingdoms and brings them down. He numbers the hairs on our head and days of our life. There is a crucial difference between the providence of Jesus and fortune, fate, or luck. The key difference is found in the personal character of Jesus. Fortune is blind while Jesus is all-seeing. Fate is impersonal while Jesus is the Son of the Father. Luck is dumb while Jesus can speak wisdom into us. There are no blind and personal forces at work in human history. All is blind.